Tired of the tax season headache? Laborally Bookkeeping is here to make your tax preparation simple and stress-free. We ensure maximum deductions and accurate filing, so you keep more of your hard-earned money. Don't wait. Get peace of mind for your personal and business taxes. Book your tax appointment today at laborallybookkeeping.com.
Is your business's sound as unique as your brand? Find out how Ambitiously Entertainment can help you create the perfect atmosphere.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this video and on the Ambitiously the Podcast YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect the opinion of our and Ambitiously the Podcast YouTube channel. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. TVMA, viewer discretion is advised. All commentary is alleged.
Okay, I love y'all. Thanks for being here if you're here. So let's get started, shall we? They say that in a crisis, you find out who your real friends are. But what happens when you're the leader of the free world? What happens when the leader of the free world looks over his shoulder and sees a whole lot of empty seats? That is the true question. It is March 11th, 2026. We are 12 days into Operation Epic Fury. The missiles are flying. The Strait of Hamas is a no-go zone, and the global economy is holding its breath. But today on the Wiretap, we are just talking about the front. We aren't just talking about just the front lines. It's more than that at this point. I told y'all yesterday I was stressing out. I know people don't stress, don't stress. Listen, this is our livelihood that we're talking about. But we aren't just talking about the front lines. We're talking about the sidelines as well, because for the first time in modern history, the United States is fighting a major Middle Eastern war almost entirely on its own. This is why this is stressing me out. From London to Paris, the message to the Trump administration is getting louder. Not this time. Listen, I'm your girl, Cat Lee Woo, or Labor Lee, aka Cat Lee Woo, and this is the Wiretap on Ambitiously, and so we're about to get into it. I just needed y'all to know it is not a game. It is a no-go for me. I do not condone none of the things that are going on, but before we get into any of that, let's get into these things that I need to say. Like, you can always join the conversation by calling the number 443-551-5963, 443-551-5963. You can call in. You'll be live on air. You can shoot us a text. We will read that live on air. Or you could drop a comment and that'll be on the screen. And I also will read that live on air as well. Hit us up. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Or you can hit us up on our Gmail account, which is ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. Why did that not stay on the screen that long? Whatever, dude. Check it out. There's a website right there for you. And I tell y'all every evening that I want y'all to continue that we can get for sure. We need those. That's how we keep this thing running over here. All right. And I'll get to the rest a little later. I want to get to the nitty gritty things. Let's see who is in the building. Hi Doc. Shall we get started? Yeah, I think we shall get started. It's one of them times that we need to have a serious conversation. Hi Rock, where are my tacos, baby? I want some tacos. A girl is hungry. She's always in hunger for tacos. Yes. I would like some tacos. So Doc said, hope you and your fam safe from the tornado warning watch. It was brief. It wasn't as long as, they said it was going to be. Our power clicked on and off a couple of times, but as you can see, I'm here. So it's not too bad. We good though. Everybody's good. I had my favorite flashlight in my pocket. I was quick draw McGraw today. So we was ready. And the other thing is too, which I'm grateful for, is we do have satellite. So that helps us out a little bit as well. We got some dishes. We good over here. But anyway, let's get into this stuff, because this is where we need to be right now. But everything's cool. Thanks, Doc, for looking out for us. So let's talk about the state of siege, because that's very important. So to understand why everyone is backing away, we have to look at how we got there. So on February the 28th, the world woke up to news of massive U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities and IRGC command centers. It was crazy in itself, right? So, the administration's logic, nah. A maximum pressure campaign taken to its logical and most violent conclusion. We're told that the goal is to defang the regime, but the reality on the ground is much messier. So Supreme Leader Khamenei is no longer with us. And there's a power vacuum in Tehran. And yet, the war isn't over. It's just getting wider. Trump is framing this as a crusade for global security. But the rest of the world, But the rest of the world, they're framing it as a liability they can't afford. And which makes proper sense. Makes much sense. I told y'all this is, oh man, this is just crazy. So let's talk about the European ghosting. Y'all know I got my love for all of my European people because I got a lot of them. You'll see it towards the end of the show. I got love for my Middle Eastern people because they show me love too. I love you guys. So this, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. And I feel like right now, this is what I feel. This is my opinion. This is not what I expect anybody else to believe. This is just my personal opinion. This is a pointless war. It makes no sense. But I digress for right now anyway. For right now. So let's talk about our people ghosting them, because sometimes you gotta let them know. So let's start with the special relationships, or what's left of it. Prime Minister Starmer in the UK has done something unprecedented. He's explicitly stated that the UK will not participate in offensive strikes. I like that. No British jets, no British boots. They'll defend their own assets, sure, but they aren't signing up for Trump's regime change. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. And it's not just the British. France, President Macron, I'm so tongue-tied right now. I'm sorry, France. Has gone as far to say that these strikes trample on international law, which they do. Let's go to Italy. Giorgia Meloni, who usually plays ball with the right, is facing a public opinion nightmare at home. She's calling for immediate ceasefire. These are people who normally rock with the United States. Why are they not rocking with the United States? Because they know this is some bullshit. Excuse me, some bull crap too. I need one of the buttons that I could just hit when I know I'm about to cuss. Because, child, it's hard to, especially with conversations like these. So why the sudden cold shoulder? Because 2026 isn't 2003. Europe is still reeling from energy shocks tied to the Ukraine conflict. They look at war in Iran and they don't see democracy. What they see is a 200 a barrel oil and a new wave of refugees that they aren't prepared to handle. Because yeah, that's what happens when you go to war with certain entities. Refugees come and oil prices skyrocket. And that, I'm talking about this because it doesn't just affect over there, it affects here too. How do you think the oil situation affects us? Let alone our troops are going over there fighting in a war that makes no sense. I'm just saying. So the Gulf dilemma, caught in the crossfires. Now, this is a part that should really worry the White House. It should, because the Gulf monarchies, such as Saudi Arabia, love y'all. I also have listeners there. Thank you, because Doc, you already know what time I'm on. Right now it's really hard for me to contain myself, but I'm trying. Doc said you got 5 minutes, then you can kick that real talk. Thank you, baby. I'm trying. So again, really should worry the White House, right? Because the Gulf monarchies, such as Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, the people who actually live next door to Iran, they are something to think about. For years, they were the loudest voices calling the U.S. to cut off the head of the snake, right? But now that the snake is actually thrashing, they're terrified. Listen, what they thought was the snake is not really the snake. The snake, oh my gosh. The snake has an orange face. Let's just say that. Iran has already hit Port Iran has already hit port complexes in Oman. Oman. I want to say it right, but I'm probably saying it wrong. The LNG facilities in Qatar. The message from Tehran is clear. If we going down, we're taking your fancy new economies with us. For facts. We go down, y'all going down too. Everybody got to go. Everybody. As a result, we're seeing a massive pivot. Saudi Arabia and Iran had that 2023 rapprochement. And the Saudis are trying to desperately stick to it, which I understand that. They're denying the U.S. use of the airspace for offensive offensive strikes. They are staying neutral because they know the one Iranian missile into the plants ends the vision for the Vision 2030 dream forever. And if you don't know what plants I'm talking about the plants that where they purify the water so that everybody can have clean drinking water over there. Which is insane. Like, it's so much. There are so many things that go into effect. And I don't think with him, he don't care. That Jack, Doc, can I please give me the words? Tell me, because I just want to let it go. And it's very hard to talk about this man without going the route that I really want to go. Let me know if I can just let me know. But what Trump expected, he expected a cheering section in the Middle East. Instead, he's getting a no comment and closed doors, which I feel like he deserves. You're making decisions about people's lives, sir. You're making decisions, and not only our lives here in the U.S., but you're making decisions about people's lives abroad, and you don't care how it affects any of us. And then every time I look at the news, I'm looking at you with this smug look on your face as if anything you're doing is correct, and it's not. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, baby, because this is hard. It's not fucking cool. None of the shit you are doing right now, none of the shit you're doing right now is cool. You got so many lives in your hand. Listen, I heard that they freaking, oh my gosh. I heard that they bombed a school with 100 young girls, a school of girls. 100 young girls lost their lives over there. You feel me? Like, it's just fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid, but I digress. I told you it's hard for me to talk about this man without wanting to cuss him out. I promise you it is. It really is, because I hate the fact that one thing I've always decided that I try my best not to get into politics and things of that nature because I'm very passionate about it. So I try my best not to jump into those things because I know how it's going to turn out. And my mama used to say when I was younger, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. But fuck that. That's part of the problem right there. We don't say enough. We don't say enough. We don't let them know what it is that we stand for. Because I also used to hear this saying all the time, stand for something or you stand for nothing. I mean, you got to stand for something or you stand for nothing at all. I'm standing for some shit. This shit is ridiculous. There's no reason why little girls should be losing their lives just trying to receive an education, by the way, because of your arrogance. And like I said, every time I look at any news clips with him, it's smug, it's arrogance. You're a jerk. You're a fucking dick, yo. And I just don't like this, man. But let's keep it moving. Oh my fucking God. Oh, excuse my language, y'all. But he just drives me insane. So let's keep it moving. And then there's China. We can't forget China. Beijing is playing the long game here. While the U.S. spends billions on tomahawks, China is positioning itself as the adult in the room, which is insane. They aren't just condemning the war. they're using it to tell the rest of the world, see, America brings chaos. No, we don't bring chaos. He brings chaos. He bringing chaos right here on our own grounds. We're not condoning his bullshit. I don't even know why he's still in office, but that's just my personal views. I didn't vote for him. I didn't want him to be my president, but whatever. But they're saying, see, America brings chaos. We bring trade. Every bomb that falls in Tehran is another reason for the global South to look at the BRICS alliance as a safer bet than the U.S.-led security umbrella. See, I don't think a lot of you... All right, let me finish this and then I'll get into the rest of my shenanigans. Trump is betting that peace through strength will force a surrender. But what if strength only works when people are actually afraid of you? And right now, the world is more afraid of the consequences of his war than they are of his tweets. I concur. You feel me? It's just a bunch of madness. It's a bunch of madness. So I need all other countries, those who listen to this podcast from across the world, because y'all do, and I love y'all for it. I'm about to show y'all how much I love y'all for it in a minute. But I need you guys to understand that no, the country as a whole, totality, do not condone none of his bullshit. We're not on board. Even a lot of the people who were on board with his bullshit at first are looking now like, what the fuck did we do? And if they're not saying it out loud, they're saying it at the end of the day. What the fuck did we actually fucking do? We let this man, let him in the first time. He fucked shit up. All right, we took a break. Yeah, Biden came in. He's old as fuck. And, they didn't want to elect Kamala. I couldn't even get her name out. They didn't want to elect her because she's a woman. And there's always this quote unquote misogyny here about, oh, well, if a woman becomes the president, she might start a war. Well, look what the fuck is happening. Does he have a vagina? I think he does, because look where we at right now. And this not the only war. That's not the only, like, he's not only striking Iran. He hit Venezuela. He's hitting multiple places. And for what? Control. I really feel like this is a control factor. And I also feel like this is a distraction because your name is in the Epstein files over 1,000 times. Over 1,000 times. And all because, oh my gosh, an ego stroke, a power trip, and a distraction. This is why these things are happening right now. They're trying to make us look at this so we won't look at that. Like, pay attention over here, because then that way you won't pay attention over here. It's been said a lot of y'all will go to prison if we really paid attention. I'm paying attention, but I'm only one person. I need all of my peoples to start paying attention to what the fuck this shit is, because this is some bullshit, and you know it. Some bullshit, and you know it. Now they talking about incels and all that bullshit, and that's the other part you're not thinking about, you jackass. A lot of people have come from Iran to over here, have family members here, if they wanted to. Yeah, that's a good name for him, Doc. Yes, Donald for JJ Trump. Because I feel like all the things that you said about Kamala and even Hillary, and I ain't really a big fan of hers either, but if a woman gets in office, she'll probably start a war, and always try to blame it on our menstrual cycles and all of that bullshit. That's some bullshit. And some bullshit, and you know it. And all the things that Obama said was going to happen, all the things that Kamala said was going to happen are actually fucking happening right now. But y'all don't like to show love to the minority. You don't. Because you think you got all the answers. Well, you fucking don't, you idiots. Look what's happening right now. This world was already fucked up before he started bombing Iran. The United States was already fucked up before he started doing that shit. Now, look where we at. Gas prices going to skyrocket. I'm about to go back to riding a horse. I do actually know how to ride a horse, by the way, but I'm I'm about to go back to sustainable living, growing my own shit. I want some chickens. I want to start producing my own food, fruits and vegetables and shit. I want to start doing that because by the time he finishes, that's where we're going to be at anyway. Get some solar panels. You feel me? Get some solar panels. I recommend that for sure. I recommend because the way shit is looking, he get right fuck the United States up and nobody's paying attention to that shit. Oh, it's just the world. Don't worry about. No, worry about that shit. Worry about all of the things. Some of us aren't parents. Some of us are. I'm a parent. I worry about all the things because I got to worry about my child. I got to worry about my. Well, I don't have any. Who knows if I ever have another child? I might. Who knows though? But I got to worry about their futures. Maybe stepchildren. I might get some of those. I got to worry about their futures. I got to worry about my future. I got to worry about my family, the people that I love. I have to worry about these things. So no, don't tell me don't worry about it. I'm absolutely worried about all of this shit. It's a bunch of bullshit and we shouldn't even be here right now. But I digress. Oh my gosh. So again, he is betting that peace through strength will force a surrender. But what if the strength only works when people are actually afraid of you? Again, that's the question. Right now, the world is more afraid of the consequences of your actions, sir, of this war, and not necessarily of your tweets. Like, we don't give a fuck about what you tweeting about. Nobody gives a shit. Fix this shit. As in the words of Tupac, we got money for wars, but we can't feed the poor. Real talk. Real talk. We got money for wars, but it's a lot of homeless people out here. It's a lot of people out here without jobs. It's a lot of people out here struggling. The prices are skyrocketing. The price of eggs is ridiculous. It's out of pocket right now. It is. And I guess I'm the only one that gives a shit, I guess. I mean, I know I'm not, but the fuck? Doc said, make it make sense. Yes, make it make sense. And it's not making any sense whatsoever. It's stupid. Who let this man run this country? You should have known from the beginning. You should have paid attention before you ever let him get into politics of who you were letting into politics. Oh, he's a businessman. We ain't going to talk about how many failed business ventures he has. Nobody likes to talk about that. All y'all like to talk about was he had a casino. Yeah, that failed. That failed. It's a lot of things that failed. The Trump plazas, they still, yeah, but they not even under his control no more because he can't be in control of them because he's the president right now. He's not allowed. But it's a lot of failed ventures he had as well. And so I'm not going, like, the celebrity is what kept him really running. Fuck that shit. You let this goofball, his own sister done told it. She said when he was in school, she used to do his homework, not him. He got a free ride on a lot of shit because of who his father was and what his father was doing as far as the real estate industry was concerned. But he didn't really, that's one of them situations. I would like to say he's an Nepo baby, but this is one of them situations where he really didn't have to do anything for real, for real. It was handed to him. Everything that it was handed to him from his father, from Fred. Fred gave it to him. It was handed to him. It was never him working his ass off to get it. No, he was spoon fed. He was spoon fed. And then you let this man run the country, which is insane to me. Insane. Doc said, how casino fail when the house always wins? Because the house wasn't spending the money properly. That's the whole thing. A casino can fail. Let me correct you on that real quick. A casino can fail. So I'm gonna give you an example of that. So here in Baltimore, we recently acquired the rights to have casinos. And there are a couple here, but there's one in particular I'm going to talk about. My sister used to work there back in the day. Well, not back in the day, like it was so far away. It was a couple of years ago, like a year ago. She used to work there. She worked there for several years. That particular casino is failing right now because with the wrong management, anything can fail. With the wrong people working for you, anything can fail. With the person who's in charge of the business not really taking care of the business, anything can fail. And yes, the house always does win, but it's a lot of hands. That's one thing about Vegas. That watch casino, I promise you, that'll tell you a lot too. There's a lot of hands in the pots. You feel me? The marbles in there, they had their hands in it. There's a lot of hands. There's a lot of money being siphoned out of there. Oh yeah, a casino can fail for sure. And he just kept making all these investments that made no fucking sense. And he has, like I said, he has a lot of failed ventures. He has some successful ones. We're not going to take that from him, but he had a lot of failed ones too. And so at the end of the day, you being a businessman does not make you worthy of being my president. That does not make you worthy of being a leader of the free world. That does not make me feel comfortable with you having some control over my life. That does not make me comfortable with you having going across seas and shit and fucking with other people's lives. Your arrogance, he's fucking stupid and he's arrogant and shit. And those two things can be a deadly, deadly, deadly combination, to be honest with you. There's no reason why he should be running our country. I don't even, like, I could, when it first happened with him being I'm like, how's he gonna go and be diplomatic? He's not a diplomatic man. You have to go talk to other world leaders. You feel me? And like, how does that work? And I knew it was going to be catastrophic, but I'm only one person. I got one vote. I can't vote multiple times. I can only vote one time per election. I cast my vote in the direction that I thought, because it's always the lesser of two evils. So I voted for the lesser, and the actual evil won. So what do? I could talk all the shit I want to talk and all that, but it's not going to change what is happening right now. We are in a fucking catastrophic time right now, and I'm just waiting for this shit to be over. But who knows if it's ever going to be over? Who knows? But it's a bunch of bullshit. I do not condone this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of seeing his face. Listen, he had a rally and a woman fainted. It was in Kentucky. And a woman fainted. They cut the feed briefly and then came right back. And he's like, oh, well, whatever Gavin Newsom did made her say, what the? Sir, he can never stick to the facts. He can never talk reality. He always talks in lies and lies, parables that are lies. Like, what are we doing here? I've been asking myself for a while now, why haven't they impeached this man? And it's been multiple times where they talked about it, but it never happened. Why? Because a lot of them will get tied up in some shit and they will get prosecuted as well. That's why. It's some bullshit. Y'all playing with our livelihood and I don't like it. Y'all playing with people's lives. People need jobs. People need food. People need shelter. People need a lot of things, but you rather spend the money to go and bomb other countries. That really, I get you don't want nobody to have more power than the other. I get that part. But this is nonsense. This is a bunch of bullshit. This is really an ego trip along with a deflection so that we won't pay attention to them Epstein files because your name in there over 1,000 times. That's what it really is. Okay, I'm going to take a break from fussing because I promise I'll be fussing all night long if you let me. Get a swig of water. Y'all, I need all my people all over the world to know that I love y'all, and this is not us. This is him. And unfortunately, when it comes to the president of the United States, he does represent the United States. You only get one major representative, and he happens to be it right now, and it sucks. It really sucks. I hate it. But anyway, it's time for me to show some love. So anybody watching from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Rumble, I love you guys so much. Thank you for the love and support. Whether it be live love or replay love, I love you regardless. Stay safe out there and just, I don't know, pray, I suppose, because it's crazy out here. But I love you guys so much. Now it's time for me to show some love to my other peoples. Hold on. I gotta fix this real quick. Put this in the building. And get to this love because I need something to calm me down, y'all. I need something to calm me down because this man is I think he want to give me a heart attack. I think that he is just trying to kill us all off. Hold on. Let me fix this. I think he's trying to kill us off, y'all. All of us. And he just finding new ways to do it. Anyway, it's time for the love notes. Let's get it.
Every episode we sending out another love. These are love notes from ambitiously. For my people rocking all across the sea. If you hear this, then you sit right next to me. Every heartbeat on the same frequency. Love notes from the block to the bay, from the village to the freeway. Wherever you at, you belong, you safe. Ambitiously put that love in the ways for you.
Yes, it is now time for the love notes. How did we come up with the name? See, that just made me feel a little bit better. How did we come up with the name the love notes? I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. I was never gonna call it that. I love you, Doc, baby, but I was never. And we bicker, we quarrel. We bicker, we quarrel. See how diplomacy works, though? Finally, we came to the realization that there's no love without compromise. So we came to a compromise, and now we call it the love note. See how diplomatic that was? That was beautiful. Thank you for your diplomacy, Doc. You're a wonderful man. Thank you. But anyway, now we call it the love notes, and I would never change the name of it, ever, ever, ever. As long as I'm doing this podcast, it's going to be the love notes. Doc also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not, but it was a lot of papers. And in all fairness, it was a lot of cities, states, countries, and territories on those papers. And I love y'all for it. And so, yeah, we don't do that anymore, though. We've changed our format of how we do things. And now we do it this way, baby. And I love it. very much grateful for my listening audience. I'm very much adore each and every one of y'all because y'all come back and y'all take a listen. I know we busy in this world, but y'all come back and I just love y'all so much. It's a lot of people that I see on a regular basis return and show love to this podcast. And so I love y'all. And I'm going to stand with y'all and I hope y'all stand with me. And in this particular instance, nope, I'm not cool with none of that shit. I don't like none of this shit. But that's my personal views. Everybody don't have to stand with me. That's my standpoint right now. Doc said, hit the thumbs up and sub buttons. My name is Kat Lee Woo, and I approve this message. I do. Hold on, let me get you right. I definitely approve this message. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate you. And thank you for my extra bling, sir. I definitely appreciate it. Y'all, I don't know. Maybe I should run for president because obviously I would do a way better job than this fucktard. But anyway, then he got the nerve to bring Jake Paul out there. Don't nobody care about, like, stop trying to grab these little celebrities thinking that that's going to sway us on our opinion on what you got going on, sir. Don't nobody give a shit about Jake Paul. Matter of fact, when he came out, half the people in Kentucky didn't even know who the fuck he was. Like, why is he here? And he needed to get them armpits in control because they was extra sweaty. Like, nobody gives a shit about Jake Paul. Sorry, Trinidad and Tobago, but listen, you got Nicki Minaj. Nobody gives a shit about what she says. All we want her to do is fucking drop an album. That's it. Nobody gives a shit. And at this point, I don't even give a fuck if she drops an album, to be honest. Nobody gives a shit about these celebrities. You know why, sir? Let me explain that to you real quick. Nobody gives a shit about these celebrities because these celebrities don't pay our bills. We paying their bills just like we paying y'all bills. It's coming off the backs of the people. We struggling and y'all rich and looking down on us like we ain't shit, but all y'all money comes from us. So no, I don't give a shit about a fucking celebrity. I don't. Fuck them celebrities. Oh shit. Doc said Kat Lee Woo for Prezi. I take that. Again, my name is Kat Lee Woo and I approve this fucking message. I do. Not that one, sorry. This one. Thank you. My name is Kat Lee Woo and I approve this message. Vote for me, y'all. Vote for me. Cause somebody need to fix this shit. Cause he obviously was never gonna fix it. I don't even know how y'all thought he was gonna fix it in the first fucking place. Listen, I was not the biggest W fan. I was not the biggest George W. Bush fan, but even I'd rather have him over this fucktard. I would. And he just don't make no sense, man. And I ain't even like W. But I'd rather have him over this dude right here. He is fucking up the United States in totality. He's fucking it up. It was already fucked, but now it's way fucked. It's stupid. I hate this man with a passion. I don't give a fuck. I could see him and I'd probably vomit if I saw his face, to be honest, because this is just stupid. But whatever. It's definitely time for me to keep it moving because this shit is just making me angrier and angrier and angrier. Let me say these things, man. This man makes me upset. That's why yesterday, don't let this man. No, he's gonna make me because this is our livelihood. This is our everyday life. We are dealing with this shit in real time. It's happening. It's not some shit we could just brush off. Anyway, join the conversation. The number is 443-551-5963. 443-551-5963. That is our number. Okay. You can call in. You could drop you could text us, shoot us a text. I'll read it out loud. Or you could drop a comment. It will be on the screen, and I will read that out loud as well. Listen, if you call in, know that you'll be live on air, so everyone will be able to hear you. So just be mindful, okay? Hit us up, contact@ambitiouslyent.com, contact@ambitiouslyent.com, or you can hit us up at ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Again, that is ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Either one will do. We'll answer either one of them. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. While you over there, join the coffee community so we can have salacious, titillating, and taboo conversations. And I don't have to be censored. I could just say fucking shit and call people fucktards and all kinds of shit all I want to. Nobody's gonna stop me because that's my shit. Yeah, go on over there. Handle your business. Man, I'm so tired of these people. Listen, like, share, and subscribe. I'm so tired, I can't even get it out. We appreciate them in advance. We love y'all and just thank you for holding us down the way you do. We need that love and that support because in these times, child. Anyway, much love to our residential DJ Rukazy. He holds it down every week. He sends us a wonderful mix and we vibe out to it. I need that fire mix right about now because, I need a stress reliever for sure. This shit is just... And I think it hits me a little hard too because what if they do decide to attack us here? My people's work very close to the Pentagon. You feel me? Our children are here. We got to worry about them. Man, it's just so many things to worry about. So it's kind of hard to just not worry about it. I'm worried about it. Sorry. Check out our sister website, www.laborlybookkeeping.com, www.laborlybookkeeping.com. We help you with bookkeeping, taxes, credit repair. We do all of the things. And I'm out here trying to make sure everybody gets to how they get it. You know what I mean? You need it. You need the help. And it's okay to need the help. One thing they've never taught us when we were in school back in the day, or even now, because I swear the educational system is crap right now. This is why I'm very mindful of the schools that my daughter attends, because I'm not raising a dummy. But one thing they never taught us was fiscal responsibility. And I am adamant about that. That's one thing, especially for people that are not palm colored. We weren't raised with that privilege. And so I'm trying to enlighten us and bring us to that, space where we maybe not know everything, but we know a lot that can help us become more financially responsible. So that's that. Child. By the way, that man that y'all call y'all president, he wasn't the most fiscal responsible person. His dad, before he passed, had to bail him out of some bad financial choices. See what I'm saying? Like, how's he our president? Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm calmed down. Anyway, wait, this will help me out a little bit. Let me just one more time. I'm sorry.
Every episode we sending out another love. These are love notes from Ambitiously. For my people rocking all across the sea. If you hear this, then you sit right next to me. Every heartbeat on the same frequency. Love notes from the block to the bay, from the village to the freeway. Wherever you at, you belong, you safe. Ambitiously, put that love in the ways for you.
All right, I just needed something to calm me down. Every time I think about this man, I just go ape shit. I'm sorry. And especially because he got so much to say about everybody else. Never talk about his own fuck ups though, which is crazy to me. That's insane. Because you are the biggest fuck up of them all, sir. But whatever. Okay, so. Oh no, so I could give y'all a little bit of tea about the little brief thunderstorm that we had here, which we were on a tornado watch, by the way. So we had some down trees in the road in Western Run, which is in Northwest Baltimore. It was crazy for a hot second, but thank goodness it's over. Anyway, it is now time for me to say the things that I really need to say at the end. I say these things at the end of every show. And I just thank y'all for listening to them because I'll be saying some shit. Anyway, mind your business. Except for in these type of cases, you should not be minding your business. You should pay close attention to this bullshit because it's a bunch of bullshit. But otherwise, mind your business, except for on the Media Monday, where I tell everybody's business because I'm nosy. To tap in, it can happen. It can happen. But just know, most of the time it's never intentional, but always warranted. Okay. Sometimes I gotta tell somebody business on the on the tap in. The wiretap, on the other hand, as you can see, I don't give a shit. I'm telling all the business. I'm coming to spill the beans. If you're a depraved, sinister, heinous, foul, a fuck up, a fucktard, a dumbass, a jackass, an idiot, if you're diabolical, if you're heinous, you're sinister, you're any of these things. If Doc was on camera right now, he would say insidious. If you're any of these things and you have a case or you have some shit that I could talk about, I could write a piece about, I will. And I'm going to talk about it because these are the things that need to be discussed. This is why the world is how it is right now, because of people like this. Like, it's stupid. It's dumb. I'm sorry. Let me put my glasses on. Maybe librarian cat will calm me down. I don't know. But it's just dumb. Bunch of stupid shit. Anyway, but if you have any of those things, if you are any of those things and you have a case, or I can build a piece to disseminate to our audience, I will. I will, and I am. And I'm going to tell it, and I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I am. Wet and Wired, that's like up in the air. It could be my business because I'm not opposed to telling my own business. Or it could be used for alternative purposes. I kind of waver when it comes to that. But Cattails, now the new episode actually coming this Saturday. Cattails, I'm telling my business. I am. I'm also telling somebody else's business because it's whoever was involved in the situation with me for me to tell the business. But I'm telling business. I am. And listen, I change everybody's name. So if your name is Antoine, your name might be Jacob in the story. I change all the names. Nobody's real names are ever told, as far as I'm concerned. Now, the only way they will know is you if you decide to jump in the comments and you decide that you want to run your mouth, and that's one way that they'll know it's you. The other way, because there's another way, there's always another way, is you decide to reach out to me and call yourself so-called approaching me about the situation, then I am going to expose you because you should have left me alone. Because if I'm telling the story, we probably don't speak anymore anyway. So there's no reason for you to contact me in the first place, you jackass. But no, you just had to say something. So now I got to say something. And here we are. Petty Boots ain't the only petty one, baby. I'm quite petty. You just got to bring it out of me. Okay? Okay. But other than that, mind your business. Safe way to live your life. Safe way to live your life. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies, tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. Why? Because we got jackasses out here running the country, and we need them to build our future. We need them to be responsible and we need to encourage them to be the best that they can be, because nobody else is going to do it. And like I said, never rely on public schooling, the teachers, the principals, and all of that shit. They help some, but they can't help everybody. You got to be a great parent, and you got to do your job, and you got to encourage them babies to be great. You need to let them babies know that they are the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement from you. Do your job. Listen, if they want to work for NASA, tell them to be bus astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. Never worked there. But what I do know is get yourself a telescope, a good one. Not the kind that you look through your neighbor's windows with you perv. Get you a good one. Requires a little bit of assembly. Comes with extra lenses, scopes, beams. And if you got one like mine, an app. Hi, Nat y'all. Still waiting. Put that mother sucker together and take it outside. And well, tonight wouldn't have been an ideal night. It was coming down, and it's a school night still. But maybe this weekend. Take it outside and discover some shit with your kid. Maybe discover a comet, a meteor, an asteroid. I hope they're all going past you, not coming towards you. Very frightening thing. a planet that they say is not a planet anymore, but fuck them. Is you made me build a solar system, bitches. It's a planet. Shit. Don't give a fuck if you call it a dormant planet or a star. It's a planet in my opinion. Anyway, or you may have an encounter. You know, one of those encounters where they come from below or above. I don't know which way they come from. They might beam you up or down and probe you. And if you have one of those encounters, this message is not necessarily for you, but for them. But they're getting the message through you. So here's the message. I don't want to go. Leave me where I am. I'm good. I'm straight. Hell no, I won't go. Unless you got a planet that's better than this planet. And baby, right now, it's I'm down for the cause. But if you don't, just leave me where I am and I'll figure it out. I'll deal. But I do got a neighbor you can come get. She might need to be beamed up or down and probed. I don't know. It was so peaceful when she wasn't here. Anyway, you can come get her ass. So she ripe and ready for the plucking. Pluck that ass. But anyway, if they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, or engineer, because they have those as well. I don't know. I never worked for NASCAR either, but what I do know is that they have a need for speed. I know that. They have a need for speed, and I love that for them. I love that for them. I love that for anybody that knows how to drive properly. I also know that at one point in time, the muscle car was king. And in my opinion, baby, the muscle car will always be king. I promise you, it will be. In my heart, it will be. You know that saying, put the pedal to the metal? They was talking about them kind of cars. They wasn't talking about this new age fiberglass shit, bullshit y'all driving today. You used to notice how they smash up as soon as you crash them. Nah, not the metal cars. They was, yeah, they were real durable. I don't know what y'all doing right now. But anyway, I love muscle cars. But whatever the case may be, whatever they decide that it is that they want to do, just encourage them to have their backs. And, you know, always remember to let them know that they are the GOAT. They need that love. They need that encouragement. I promise you. Start doing that and watch how their grades get better. Start doing that and start loving on them properly and watch how everything changes. Where you thought they was a badass kid, they not. You just need to apply yourself to the situation. You need to be a better parent. And that's that. But whatever. Okay. It's time for you. Your fair morning. It is. It's time.
The following moments may contain explicit language.
It always says may, but I'm here to guarantee you that it fucking does. Like, first, I'm going to tell you, the first thing I'm going to say is stay the fuck in your lane. My lane, your lane, not the same. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. Stay the fuck over there, and we're cool. Everything's calm, cool, and collected, I promise you. Because you jump in my lane, you're going to get something that you do not want. She is not nice. She is not sweet. She is not kind. She is none of those things. Don't bring out the roar. You don't want it. Don't break the glass. Don't push the button. Just because if you do, you're going to get this. When that comes, nothing nice. It's nothing nice. Nothing good is going to happen. You don't want her. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly. I promise you. I promise you. Yes, she is. Hey, you big bird, bitch. Plus, when you get her, you get a 2-for-1 special. Hey, you big fucking purr. Hey, you big purr. I promise. You get her, you get the purring cat. You want the purring cat. Who you want her? Listen, I can make you a promise that if Cat is purring, Cat is a happy, happy, happy girl. She wants to purr. She does. So stay the fuck in your lane. Plus, what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision, and who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay in your fucking lane, and everything is cool. Everything is cool. Just stay in your lane. Pick and choose your battles wisely. I just sat here for an hour and told you why. That I gave you an example of somebody not doing it. Now he alone. Nobody wants to rock with him. Nobody wants to deal with him. I mean, people that was allies to the United States no longer want to be a part of his shenanigans. That's how serious it is right now. Like it's bullshit. And you know it's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. You just don't give a fuck about other people's livelihoods, and I hate that for you. I hate that for you, but I really hate it for us. I really do. Stupid. Anyway. Don't be like him, and don't be like baby Caligula, aka little boots, aka petty boots, aka Drake. Don't be like neither one of them, because obviously they don't make the best decisions about picking and choosing your battles wisely. Plus, baby Caligula lied. He said he studied rap battles for a living. He did not, because if he did, he would know that these two gentlemen I'm about to bring out right now, they have been in their fair share of battles, and they never filed a lawsuit because they lost or whatever. Well, one would assume that they lost. They really didn't lose though. But they said that there was a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. They said baby Caligula, you could run, but you can't hide forever in these streets that we done took. They said you walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks, scared to death. You scared to... Mama say, mama sa, mama kusa. Mama say, mama sa, mama kusa. If you don't know, that is my meditation mantra. It works for me, okay? Okay. But don't be like him. Just don't be like him. My emotions are everywhere tonight, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But anyway, listen, fuck the battle. Worry about the war. Some battles you just need to not worry about. Live to fight another fucking day so you can win the war and fuck the battle. I promise you. I promise you. And you'll thank me later. Listen. Be you. Be amazingly you. Be wonderfully you. Be ambitiously you. But be you at the end of the day. Speaking of ambitious, I'll get to that in a minute. But be you at the end of the day. Even if they say they hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and the way that you dress. Listen, I wouldn't worry about the walking and the talking. No, I wouldn't worry about the walking and the dressing thing. Listen, be the best dressed weirdo ever, and you can't help how the Most High made you walk. That's just how you walk, baby. It's just how you walk. But the talking shit, you can help that. You can. You cannot make up fake ass accents. You cannot file lawsuits for battles that you engaged in. You can just shut the fuck up for real. And you cannot be an arrogant, pompous jackass. That would be wonderful too. Anyway, but at the end of the day, the honest to goodness truth is what they eat don't make you shit, and what you eat don't make them shit either. So basically neither one of you are shit. Not being insulting, but nobody's better than anybody else. That's what I'm basically saying. You came in this world. You can't make anybody happy. You're not capable of doing that. No one is capable of doing that. You can add to their happiness, but you cannot make them happy. Now, if they allow you to sprinkle a little pixie dust on them and tell them to think happy thoughts and they start flying and shit, great. But you can't make them happy. It's not your job. You're not capable. It's not your responsibility. Okay? You came in this world by yourself. You're going to leave by yourself, baby, even if you are a twin, except for those special ones that I don't like to speak of, because I'm not a doctor and I'm not going to act like I am. I don't know how those situations work, but I do know that you came in this world by yourself. You're going to leave by yourself. No matter how you try to fix it, tweak it, it doesn't matter. It's not going to work anyway. They'll find something else to nitpick about. So fuck that shit. Don't even worry about it. And I tell y'all all the time, misery loves company. That's probably why he doing part of the shit he doing too. He's a miserable individual. But I don't really subscribe to that kind of behavior. I tell misery all the time, bitch, I don't rock with your kind. Get the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? I don't rock with you. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get away from me. And that's that. And lastly, dream big. Dream so big that your dreams exceed the universe. Maybe hop into another dimension. And then when you realize and visualize the dream, make sure that you plan to execute, because that's the only way it's going to happen, babe. That's the only way it's going to happen. And listen, I believe in you. I hope you believe in me too. We believe in each other. And I hope you believe in yourself above all, because you can make things happen. All you got to do is put that plan in action, baby. That's all. That's all. Now, I said I was going to say something before I say my final salutations. We came up with a new product, merch line, because I like to dabble. We have a new campaign started for the merch line, and it's called Ambitious Fuel, because I want you to be ambitiously fueled. They will be available on the website probably by the end of this week, if not the top of next week. But yeah, you can drink whatever you want to drink out of it. I'm not responsible for what you drink, but that is what we are working on right now. I want it to be a go. I want it to be go time. You never know. You gotta stay ready. You know what I mean? Stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready, baby. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I did not want to leave this evening without mentioning that. So here we go. We are entering a new era of every nation for itself. The coalition that defined the last 50 years of American foreign policy is fracturing in real time. It's happening. If Trump can't convince his allies that this war is their war too, he's going to find that winning on the battlefield doesn't mean much if you lose the world in the process. Real talk. That's the wiretap for today. I want to hear from y'all, though. I want to hear from you. Do you think that the U.S. can actually finish this alone, or is this the beginning of the end of the American influence in the Middle East? Hit us up on social, on IG, at Miss _ ambitiously ENT. Again, that is at underscore I'm sorry, at Miss _ ambitiously ENT. I got thrown off because I was trying to take this off of here real quick so you can see, because it's actually, let me do this. It's actually right here so you can see where you need to go to hit us up, to let us know what your thought process is. Give me a second. I'm going to get it right. All right, let me put that back on here. Hold on. Okay. And I need to remove this so that you can see that as well. So it's at the bottom of the screen, kind of tiny, but it's there at Miss _ ambitiously ENT.com. I keep saying .com. It's kind of hard not to say .com, but yeah, let us know what your thoughts are on this situation. Oh, this man really got me discombobulated this week. I just keep reading headlines and looking at news and stuff, and I probably shouldn't look as much as I do, but I do. I do. I like to stay informed. Anyway, listen, I am Kat Lee Wool, and I love y'all. Stay ambitious, stay informed, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and if you are going to get in trouble, make sure you got a hell of a lawyer on retainer. And I will talk to y'all the next time. Make sure you tune in for Fire Friday, because we need this mix. Just talking, all the shit we going through right now, we need the mix. I love y'all. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. I promise y'all. If it wasn't a crime, that's all I'm going to say to that. I got to get up out of here, y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all on Friday. Good night. I got to go. Shit.
Oh,